Just come and check on you. Tell you I loved you. Already left your area. Love you. Did you finish bearing down?
You already started it?
Was that?
You already started it?
Yeah, because I seen that right away. Somebody was trying to get into the room. So, but now that I get in here, then nobody's here.
That's my usual.
So,
I'm gonna grab a garbage. Oh my God, Steve, of course, the coupons that I grabbed are 50 cents on any clear bottle of October or yes. You want any more of the pizza?
yeah.
I'm just gonna put it in a Ziploc.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And then, do you want any more wings? No.
No.
And
You know, I very rarely eat second day.
no. And then the donuts.
You find your donuts already? Damn, what?
The box, I'm gonna take out the garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, boxes. Are you gonna put them in like?
Yeah, that's it.
No, just keep them out in the thing.
In the boxes?
Yeah.
Why?
Because otherwise, if you put them in. You are a person that cannot taste the subtle differences.
I can when it's like sewage water. I'm like,
What are you doing, babes?
Taking out the garbage. God damn it. Okay. Let me take out the garbage. That's fast.
Fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck. Good morning, all. How are you guys all this morning?
Hi, good morning. Good, how are you?
Cannot complain. Definitely cannot complain. I'm done with my MFT, so I'm a-okay at this point.
It's not for the grade, just like for the rate of the university.
Well, and like I put in the thing, the chat yesterday. I mean, I had a hell of a time getting into the exam itself. It took me about an hour to actually get them. I had to get on technical support. I had to get a couple of different proctors. And finally, after about an hour, I was able to finally start taking the exam. So, I mean, my experience was not going well to begin with. And then, like I put in the thing, I just don't know if I don't remember the stuff covering it or talking about it, but there was a lot of stuff in there that I've never heard of, or at least I don't remember. There's a lot of talk of, at least I got a lot of human resource concepts. So different theories of so-and-so, or according to this theory or this model, what is the best way to resolve this issue of these two workers doing this type of thing? There was stuff talking about different types of laws and acts, financial acts and stuff like that. I don't remember covering in any of our courses. So I'll be interested to hear how other people, because what was it on Wednesday? There was only like one person that actually had taken it at this point. So I'll be interested to see what you guys' experiences were, if you guys remember some of that stuff, or if you guys' exam is similar.
No. I will take mine on Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
I haven't scheduled mine yet.
You're part of that group, huh? All right.
Yeah, I'm part of that group.
Alex said he's running just a little late.
Yeah, I see his message.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Okay, so am I saying that correct? Is it Alex or is it Alec?
Alec, like Alec Baldwin. Just
Yeah.
It's got a key K in it. So
Yeah,
same
okay.
pronunciation. A lot of people call me Alex, and it doesn't bother me. It's just not the quote unquote correct way of saying it.
Well, once again, I am recording this and then I will post it for the other team. But as Dr. Stoica had mentioned, if they're not really helping, we just won't put their name on the paper. I mean, I think as of right now, we just assume that they're not going to be kind of a part of things. We'll keep giving them materials like this, and I'll keep uploading so that they have it at least. But I'm guessing right now, we'll just assume that we're going to be doing the paper and presentation ourselves. At least that's what I figure. I mean, because again, I don't have an international star. I don't have one of the other team members on my team, with decisions. So I don't know if you guys have actually talked to them or what. So.
Yeah, I haven't personally heard anything from them, but also I'm pretty busy, so I haven't really tried to get involved so much. So figured if they were interested in knowing what was going on, they'd still ask more about it. Since it's optional for them, I don't really know.
Cool. Mohammed, Nikki, you guys have any thoughts at all?
Yeah, I haven't really talked to any of them. I don't even know which one is doing the production too.
Okay. Well, then, like I said, we'll just assume that's how we're going to play the rest of the semester.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to meet on Wednesday evening to go to start getting everything prepped for what we need to write for the paper and then the presentation, and just maybe use like an hour of class time to do that? Or do you want to start today and just kind of go on our own to do our own portions of things?
Anything.
It's up to you guys because we just have Wednesday off, or we don't have class time. So
Yeah, I have my test Wednesday at like 6, but it probably won't take me more than an hour to do it. Normally, I just go through them and don't care that much about tests like that.
I was just saying to these guys that definitely make sure to check your system, because it took me about an hour to get into the exam itself. And so my exam was scheduled for noon. I didn't start until about 1:15. And it was just kind of a shit show with that. And then once I got in there, I was telling them that it's just I don't know if I don't remember the stuff or if it is stuff that we just never covered within the classes and whatnot. But there was just, damn, I'd say a good 75 to 80% of the stuff I didn't even recognize, really. I mean, some of the stuff I did, but there was just a lot of stuff I did it. It's kind of shocking. So if you're willing, I'd be interested to hear how your exam goes after you're done.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't mind meeting Wednesday after that. It'd have to be like 7 or something. Because I think it's scheduled 6 to like 9 or something like that.
Yeah, 3 hours, I think is what. I didn't know we could do that though. I saw when I was setting up mine, I can only do from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, you're able to go out farther than, like, I scheduled mine I think Friday, or not yesterday. It would have been Thursday, not Friday, because it wasn't yesterday. But I was able to go out like a week or 2 in advance to schedule stuff. So there was the whole day was pretty much open for that Wednesday, surprisingly.
Yeah, no, once we got the computer rolling, it was pretty smooth sailing. It was just trying to get my issue was my camera, once I got into, because I downloaded the extension for Chrome and for Firefox, and for both of them, it wasn't allowing me to change my camera. And so the default camera kept going to so like for my Logitech that you guys are seeing right now, this has its own app. So it's a Logitech, like Logi something app, and you can do stuff through there. So it was just showing like the screen similar to like let me see here, what would it be like? They were only seeing this kind of thing. So that's what they were seeing. That's the only thing they kept seeing. And so I wasn't able to, because you have to take a picture of yourself and then hold up your ID to the thing. So I wasn't able to be seen. And so, yeah, it took a while to figure out. And yeah, that was kind of a nightmare. But then, I mean, for the most part, if that didn't happen, I think it was pretty smooth sailing, and it was probably decent software and whatnot. But well, it's up to you guys. I'd say let's just get this stuff knocked out, the decisions first, and then kind of talk about if we want to just kind of get things set up today and go for it. All right. No emergency loans this week again, too, or this year. So that's been awesome. Looks like Digby had 440,000 or maybe million. I don't know what that.
Yeah.
So I guess, let me go ahead and just share this thing with you guys.
Our inventories look better this time.
Yeah, I saw that. That it looked a hell of a lot better.
Still got a decent amount in Able, but it's more where I'd like to see inventory is more towards 0.
Yeah, I saw we hit 0 on one of them too.
Oh, and I sell some of the capacity because we're not using as much. And then I think if you keep the plan utilization about 100 is like better. So
I like it. I think we want to probably start with, so I sent you guys that link on about Reddit. I don't know if you guys actually take a look at that subreddit.
mhm.
I guess this guy just does nothing but Capsim stuff. And so he said that people can go use the TQM stuff, doing that 3 times. And that what teams should be doing is trying to max these out as much as possible, and just doing it 3 times, because after that, that helps all the different categories here.
Mm.
So I don't know if we want to look at doing that or if we just want to keep with our own decisions, but either way, I think R&D is probably the first one we want to take a look at, just so we can bump up your numbers there, Mohammed, to make things faster, better, bigger, faster, better, stronger. Let's see, what are we at here? So traditional is our able. I can't remember. Did we do anything to traditionals? Did we bump up the numbers at all, Mohammed, last week? Like make the speed better and the size smaller?
For the traditional,
For able?
just give me forever.
Well, either way, I think able, at least this is my thought, is we just continue to leave that because we're right in the same kind of space as almost everyone else. If anything, we'll probably bring down the price of able a little bit.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at it now, and we're like $3 over everybody else.
All right, let me go in there and at least. So right now we're at $30. Everybody's selling it for about 27-ish. So we're 30. I'm going to bring it down to at least 28. Take $2 off, so that's going in the right direction. Still a little bit, about 75 cents higher than most other ones, but I think that will. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I went 38. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was
I was
gonna
like,
say.
yeah, I know. I seen that. I was like,
yes.
what's?
Just gouge them. Take it. Take it. You
I was like,
stupid
what happened?
computer. It'll work. Somebody will buy it. It'll be one person.
All right, so let me just at least get that decision in there. I was like, what? Ooh, that scared me. Okay, so so now we're repeating that with that. Just going to make a forecast. He even put a formula in there too, but I think our formula, I didn't use the formula last time and we did pretty well. So I think doing the same thing, doing about roughly about 65% of what, I mean, what I'm doing is over, I'm probably doing about 80% of what we're doing.
Looks like acre for everybody stocked out the low end market when we get to that one.
That's good to know. All right. So that was that one. We good with at least the R&D and the price and forecast for Able? I'll take that as a yes. Moving on.
I can't even read it right now. I'm trying to get the connection fixed.
Okay. I just have $28 for the thing. So we dropped the price. Benchmark prediction is 2,800. I put our forecast is 2,600. Contribution margin is about 37 or 35.7. So I think I should put us right in the ballpark of where we want to be. So moving on to acre now. All right, Mohammed, acre right now is sitting at 3.2 and 16. The performance, can we get that bumped up just maybe a touch? I mean, the closer we can get to 4, the closer we're going to be to our competition.
I tried to make it 4, but it's give me the revision data. It's in next year.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to see that.
Yeah, let me try again this time.
Yeah, and I mean, even if it's just modest changes in the performance and then the size, I would say if we can do that, because I think the one we want to make the most change to is Adam, the high end one.
I put it right now. It's 4 for the BFMN, but it's give me the revision data in 15 June 2029. 29. Next
Okay,
year after.
yeah. All right, well, that would work. I mean, like I said, this one, if we could just incremental, I know it's going to take some time to show up and whatnot, but whatever you can do to just bump up, even just like by 0.1 or 0.2, and then for the size, try to bring it down to like 15.9 or 15.8, if possible. Excuse me.
Let me check for.
Let's see here. We're selling that for $19.50. I'm going to bring the price down to $18.50 on ours. Take $1 off.
Yeah. Stephen,
Yes.
I changed the performance for 4, and the size is 15.8.
Cool. I like that. Yeah, that works perfectly.
Okay. I'm gonna upload the decision.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, those ones, I don't care if they're just small, very small incremental changes on those, but we should just be kind of doing a small increment. The next one, however, Adam, that's the one where I want to try to do as much. I don't know what we need to do to bump up your R&D so that we can, maybe that's where that TQM, some of those things come into play. We'll get there in a second. All right, and then I have for for mine at least. Let's see here. For this decision, we have 1850 for the price, so I dropped $1. And then the benchmark forecast is 1425. I put ours at 1250. Gives us a contribution margin of 12,000. Well, I don't know if it's 12,000 per million, 12.6. So not bad. Our variable costs are still pretty high, but what can you do, I think? All right, moving on to our last one, which is Atom.
Mhm.
So now Atom. So we're down on the low end of, we're at 6% market share with this bad boy. 13.4, so our speed isn't horrible. Yours is about the same, and they're selling it for less. So what can you do here, Mohammed? What kind of drastic numbers can we do to make the PFMN go down or go up and the size to go down?
Okay, let me.
Yeah, I'll let you work your magic there.
Mm, Shall I?
So right now, it looks like the ideal position is performance at 14.3 and size 5.7. So both of ours are really not quite there yet. That's why E is up top, because they have those ideal coordinate expectations of 14.3 and 5.7. So 37. And I'm definitely going to take this one down at least $1, because it looks like we're on the top end of the price spectrum. 27 through 37 is what. I mean, it's only 9%, but and I don't remember who deals with age. Is that production or is that research and development?
For what?
What was the question?
Who deals with age? So
Oh,
this age number here, so we're at 1.37. Who deals with that? Is that production or is that R&D or is that someplace else?
I think that's also R&D. Right?
No, I can't change it.
Let's take a look here. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can't change it either.
Mm-hmm.
That's still moving in the right direction, I think. Looks like. I mean, we're not 2 or 3 years, looks like. That's good. It's about 19. So I think the closer we can get that to the lower age and the closest we can get to the performance and size, I think we're going to be our key factors. And then, like I said, I'm going to pull down the price at least $1 here. So let me go to my decisions. I'm going to lower it by $1.50. It's at 13.7 and 7 right now. So it looks like you moved up the performance, Mohammed, so far.
I try, but I can't. All the number I try to put it, it's make the position in the next year
That's
when I
fine.
go down. When I go down,
Are you able to do anything to affect the size now, even just by a little bit, as much as you can? Or is it just one or the other?
the size I right now I put the size 5.7 and PFMN it's 12.9 and revision data it's in April 2029.
That's better than nothing. I mean, because we just want to get our, we just always, I guess, want to be moving things in that direction as fast as we can.
But you know what, Stephen? If I keep it like this, the next round, the number is gonna stay like that. I can't change anything.
Okay. Well, do what you can. I mean, either way, we're going to be lowering the price, so that should help with our sales overall. Because I mean, they'll be lower in the cost, and then hopefully, then by the next round after that, we'll be able to continue to lower those numbers. Because I suspect that these type of numbers are going to continue every round
Mhm.
to at least go up and then go down in size. So if we can keep trying to just squeak our way, because I mean we're right there. I mean, right, you can see Adam right here in this perceptual map.
Yeah.
We're right there, almost in the middle here, but it looks like some of the other ones are already, starting to make those moves down in this kind of diagonal direction. Duck, I don't know what ducks would do one day out there, but but I think we're right in the mix with this one with ours. So I think that's good. How are we looking so far with financing just what we have up there? I know we haven't talked about production yet out.
I was looking at it earlier. I look at the decisions now, but like last week, I have plenty of flexibility.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. I think we'll definitely use that then. If that's the case, I think we just, again, we kind of,
Yeah, because right now I have 36,000 in cash sitting for the year, and without any financing, I'm actually retiring some of the long-term debt on top of it.
nice.
We're still sitting $16,000 in cash over, but that's I don't know who all has their their stuff in. I just opened this, so it probably has some of the R&D stuff.
Let me take a look here at one thing because I can reduce the R&D time on this side of things too. So let me see which one does that.
But yeah, we can pretty much do whatever we want, and it might be worth trying to spend more, even if we have to do some financing to cover it. Because I think we're pretty much out of the loop of getting like huge payoffs.
Emergency loans.
Yeah, I think we're in happier days now.
All right, so I can hopefully reduce at the worst case scenario. It looks like we can reduce the get you kind of close here. The reduction R&D cycle time. So once I update these decisions, you have to see if that affects your time to live for your stuff, Mohammed. Because at the worst case, we can only get 33.8%. At the best case, we can get 43%. What about material costs? I mean, is there anything that's really outrageous with that? I think that'd be Nikki with production, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because we're going to get some cost reduction, but I mean, if we don't need it, then I might just focus on something else, like, again, increasing the demand.
I think material cost is pretty much the same as the other group too. So,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, it's okay. Well, it's a lot higher than the Team Chester, but mm,
All right, check your numbers now, Alec. I just updated the TQM. I mean, I know you said we can finance stuff, but I mean, if we could just use what we have on hand, that would be great.
yeah.
But
Yeah, we're still good. We have 9,000 in cash with no financing going into it.
wow, okay. Well then, so one of the things that I was reading on the guy's Reddit page is that $2,000 for the marketing is where the why am I blanking on words this morning? It's the you start getting diminishing returns after 2,000. So every dollar over 2,000, you start incurring diminishing returns off of it. So that's why I have these guys at $2,000 each. For Able, maybe we should bump that up a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Able's our traditional, our low end, or a traditional one that sells, but we really haven't done too much to to help it.
Yeah, it wasn't selling so much in the last run.
Okay, well,
Right. Compare, let me see.
I'm gonna just put $100 extra on all of these direct web email and see if that. So now they're sitting at 1,050. So we added some money to it. We lowered the price. We increased the capacity, and I think we even made it smaller. So I think that one is probably going to be pretty good. All right, well, I think that it's good for marketing and even R&D and TQM. So it looks like now we're moving on to production and or human resources.
Stephen,
Yes.
can you check? I put the size in the Adam 6.3, and they keep me the revision data in the same year. It's December 2028.
So for Adam, it did what? I'm sorry, I wasn't there.
I changed the size for Adam 6.3.
6.3 now.
Do you think still
Yeah,
work with the marketing?
that should, because I mean, right, what we're trying to get down to is this ideal position, which for that one, it's this 5.7 and 4.3. So
Yeah.
performance 14.3 and then 5.7. So whatever you can get to get us close to those two numbers, or even exceed those numbers, is going to be in our best interest, since it's gives us the most importance.
I put the performance at 13.2 and the size 6.3. This is the minimum number to give me. Put the revision data in the same year. All the three product will sell in the same year, 2028.
Great. Then that means that TQM is doing its job and giving us some a boost in that.
Yeah.
So in that 6 point something, whatever you said, is lower than what we currently have. So we're reducing the price. We're making everything smaller and faster. So that's only going to help us in the long run, I think. All right. Let's see here. And then, yeah, the training hours, I like that going up. Productivity index went up too then with that.
Yeah, just like with the human resources stuff, I've just been going to the point of where people aren't doing overtime. We're not getting any overtime, but we're also doing the max amount of training that and recruiting that we can do without pushing over.
Cool. I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it, as some would say. All right, so production then. Let's see what we're doing here. Production. production analysis.
Looks like we could even reduce capacity even more.
Yeah, I was going to say this capacity is freaking high on us.
Yeah, and that's just because we're producing like a lot of different products and stuff at the time, and we're cutting back.
So how do we do that, Nikki? Do we sell some of it? Is that what you have to do to get rid of some of that capacity?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd say just go ahead. I'm just on here. I'm not changing any of your decisions. I'm just looking at the numbers here and whatnot. And but I'd say whatever you can do to sell some of that capacity off, because
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. I need to see how much exactly we're producing for this round. Then I will sell the extra, the capacity we don't need it.
well, I guess one question I have too, since we're just kind of looking at all this, I wonder if there is a new chip that, do you guys think we want to add a new chip at some point? Maybe get back into that size market one to make it really tiny, and because if we have the money for it, I mean, it would definitely increase things. So we might have to start taking out money to finance it, but I don't know. I don't remember how many more rounds we actually have.
Only this round and the next one.
Yeah, 2 rounds just.
So then I say we put all our eggs in one basket, then just roll with what we got, and then just try to.
Yeah, because we won't be able to see any of that if we're doing it this late. We would have had to done it a couple
Yeah, back in earlier
when we
rounds.
were trying to dig out of a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just a question. Okay, so. Yeah, no, I think these other numbers look pretty decent. So I mean, reduction, and I don't know if you've changed these numbers at all yet, Nikki. So like I said, I'm just looking at this, just trying to.
Oh, not yet. I'm doing this shit.
And I suppose it's good we all take a look at it like this, because we're all gonna have to do this ourselves for that final exam anyway. So
Mhm. Let me see.
production is 2015. Sales forecast. You guys go? Yep. Have fun.
Oh,
You use it, leave the door open then.
I have the
Oh, the robot going.
But she.
Is Alec for this this right now, this finance page, is this earnings per share just this round and we can dig out of that, or is that something that's going to affect, is this number reflective of what we
It's
should be seeing
ba-
coming up?
Yeah, that's based on. I think it's based on what we have like in the system at the time, because it'll change. It changes when I do like financing stuff. So I'm assuming that it's based on like the productions, the predictions, and the all that stuff that we have.
Cool. Oh, yeah, our cast positions. All right, so I'm pretty happy with what we have right now, and I know for production we did pretty well last time, so doing the same thing this time and then just selling more of that capacity so we can get rid of some of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have anything else, at least for this, or you want to talk about what specifically just the Capsim stuff, but I feel pretty good where we're at right now. So how are you guys feeling with this then? Are we good? Do we want to move on to something else now, or do we want to continue to talk about this, or is it something we want to talk about specifically with this?
Yeah, I think we're good with the decisions.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, then, if you don't mind with these last, like, I don't want to go longer than about a little over an hour, but I just want to talk to you guys about what we want to do for the, once again, blanking on the
Presentation.
paper
Paper and
and
presentation.
presentation. Yes.
Mhm.
So what I think should happen is this. In Teams, we go up under here, under files, and then probably it's Capsim, and then start uploading. So I'll make a new folder. This will be literally just the,
I know.
so that will just be the decisions we made, text, and under here, what we could do is create individual Word documents for each individual year. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. And then with under that, we can make different headings. So for instance, we can do this. Let me just, so round one, once it opens up, we can just do, so on and so forth for each of these. And then under this part, you basically just write at least what you remember at this point, why you did what you did for each of your, sections. So R&D, if you had another section, put it under there. And then from there, they will all be under that decisions we made. And then what I will do is I will go ahead and upload all of the individual, because I'm guessing what he wants is just the this thing, right? Or is there a different report that he wanted?
Mm,
Because he keeps talking about different reports and whatnot, but I'm not sure exactly which reports he's wanting. I don't know if it's the round analysis. But see, that's just a I can pull all these. So anyway, what I'm saying is I will pull all of these off.
Yeah, I
whichever
think
ones
those are the reports that he's looking for.
And then I'll make a new folder, reports. And then I'll put those underneath there. And then, so what will happen at the end then is we'll have all of these different Word documents, and then I'll turn them into PDFs, and then I'll pop them into this thing, because with my apps and everything, I could, oops, if I don't shut my screen off. With my apps and everything, I have, the full Dolby Suite here. I got this bad boy here, which can combine files as well as, take files away and delete them and whatnot, and basically augment and append files to this PDF document. So what I'll do is, that's what I was saying, I'll take all that stuff and put it all together, and then take it and get it printed. I'll likely get it like spiral bound or something like that, because make it all nice and pretty. So I think that's what we do for at least the written report. Thoughts?
It's good. Okay, about the meeting on Wednesday, I can't make it before 7:30. If we're gonna meet, I can meet before 7. After 7:30, I can't, because this month it's Ramadan month in Muslim people, and I'm gonna fast all the day until the sun go down.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna meet, I prefer to meet early.
I could do 5.
Yeah, 5 it's work with me.
I just have to leave at 6. So we have an hour.
Uh-huh.
That would work.
Yeah.
So I think because the only thing we really need to do for that one, so is go into here, because I will just get this thing started, just PowerPoint. So some presentation. So now we have a PowerPoint within Teams to start working on. So really all that. So again, he said it was like a 25-minute presentation, because we're going to have at least 5 minutes of questions. So basically whatever we put in our written report, condense that down and toss it in there. So I don't know if we have very much we really talk about. I think one of the things we're going to have to talk about is the loans and how we got out of them. And
Uh-huh.
and I think we just literally say, we just had a lot of communication issues in the beginning, but we got those worked out. And as you can see, things have been going up since then. I think that is a perfectly valid answer, acknowledging our mistake, but at the same time, showing that it was, worked out. And as long as our numbers keep moving and trending in the right direction like they have been, I think that is perfectly valid. So just stuff like that. Anything we can do to, get stuff on that presentations, those slides, to make it look good, and then to really just talk about who wants to talk about what, when, and where. If we want to do that, or if we just want to talk about our, the various portions. So that's that's the only thing I want to meet about on Wednesday, is just talking about those types of things. Getting stuff on paper, and then who wants to do stuff when, or talk when, because it sounds like he wants all of us to talk at some point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
of course.
And also we need to write vision and
Yeah, the strategic plan.
mission. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. So let me get written reports under here. We need a document called strategic plan.
Mhm.
So if anybody wants to start writing, so our vision strategic plan, not planning. So that's under there to start writing now too. And that one, I'm going to move decisions we made, text. So those are all the different round 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. That, and then the presentation. So all the PDFs and whatnot, or the reports, that will all be under written reports. And then anything to do with the presentation will just be under presentation. I just got to figure out how to put those folders into the right one, because I don't know how to do that often. Yeah, I got to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, I'll figure that out. And then, so just look for presentation or written report, and everything will be under those specific ones. But like I said, for these decisions we made, I'll make sure that there's a round for every single round. And then if you guys just want to write your blurb, because he said for each round, we need to have at least 1 to 2 pages. So, I mean, there's 4 of us. We have, there's a number of areas. So I'm guessing a couple paragraphs each for each of the decisions.
Okay.
At least that's what I assume. So I don't know if you guys interpreted it that differently, but that's how I got it.
Yeah.
If you want to, feel free to write more. If you want to write more, if there's something that happens. So like, unfortunately, I know Alec, I know there's some selling stuff and all the issues with finances that we caused at the beginning. I know some of those ones are probably going to be a little more lengthier. So sorry about that, but are there any questions, or is there anything you guys want to do differently or anything like that? Because I just want to make sure you guys feel we're on the same page, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I think that's good to
Yeah.
kind of just talk about our
Yeah.
specific areas and stuff and do it that way.
Mhm.
As we'll all know what we were thinking at the time anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or anything else you guys are thinking about heading into the rest of this week? Or oh yeah, so are we for sure going to meet on Wednesday? It sounded like we said yes. And
Yeah, if 5 works for everybody. It works. It'll work for me.
It
It's
works.
just
for me.
the test at 6, which I don't.
yeah, no,
it's
that's
a
fine
big
with me.
deal.
That definitely works for me.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right. So if 5 o'clock works, I will make a new event and then send you guys a link for that. Yeah, we can go ahead and meet then.
Okay.
Cool.
And with that, I think we're good for this week, today at least.
I definitely think so as well. So unless there's anything else, I suppose I will see you guys on Wednesday, and for sure I will be available on the WhatsApp, and then I will post the link to this video when it's ready in our WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
Okay. Thank you, guys, and have a good
Yep.
one.
Have a good
All
one,
right.
guys.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.